90.3 FM. It was quite a wet day. In fact, what am I saying quite? Since 12 midnight last night in Lagos, mini nezo. Just they fall anyhow. Hey! Oh boy. And NEPA can't give us lights. They can't keep the light well. The lights, they can't pay. So anyways, welcome this evening. I know for a couple of us, either we're stuck in traffic, and possibly the reason why we're stuck in that traffic is because of the rain. In some areas they're flooded, but the Lagos State Commissioner of Environment has actually promised us that don't worry, for especially areas like Ikorodu and the likes, that they're going to get some like a pumper to pump the water out from the road, because some of the areas are completely submerged in water. And NIMET has disclosed to us that it may happen consistently like this for 5 days. I'm sure you know how the rain has been falling. It falls, stops, falls, but it's just continuous. So plan your activities very well. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. If you have to go out, then know how you want to go about it, so you don't get stuck. Well, it's nature, and obviously this is the season, so we cannot complain. The only complaint is that every time this natural attempt wants to come up, we're always afraid because of mobility, especially in a state like Lagos that is a commercial hub center. People are always busy on the road, so they don't like any situation where the area, the roads are waterlogged and it impedes their movement. Sometimes vehicles get stuck. A couple of issues happen, and I'm speaking because it's not just in Lagos particularly. Other states have been experiencing consistent rainfall for the past couple of days. I may even say that Lagos State is quite lucky. So residents, especially in Plateau State, they are crying for help as 3 days rainfall collapses bridge in Plateau State along that Shadam Garkawa Road. The bridge links different parts of the state. The collapse of the bridge was caused and has caused a lot of damage, all right, especially and hardship in the area, because it's a route where most farmers and traders use to transport their goods. They're appealing to the government to immediately come to their aid, saying that the collapse of the bridge has made lives unbearable. The bridge initially collapsed last year and partial repairs was done, but it didn't work, and that is why it collapsed again. So the residents and commuters have called on the government to help repair the bridge to enable free movement of people, including goods and services, in order to alleviate the suffering they are passing through. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Evening Rush. This is VOP 903 FM. My name is Esther Wachiku, and it promises to be quite an engaging Monday evening, so you can join us on YouTube. We do this program audio visual, so anytime you want to revisit the content, you just go to our YouTube channel and watch it there, so you do not miss it. So anywhere you are, anywhere in this country that you are, you can join the conversation. So go onto our YouTube channel, type VOP 903 FM, and we're obviously live there, so you can contribute. You can begin to tell us what you think based on the topics we'll be discussing today. And trust me, there are quite a lot of issues that we want to look into. One of those issues, which a couple of you may actually think is overflogged, is the 712 billion naira that would be used on Lagos Airport. All right, and it's a couple of Nigerians have complained about it, saying that why such an amount of money just for Lagos Airport? But you recall that this particular airport thing has been a matter of contention. So you recall that 2023 and 2024, the former Minister of Aviation Hadi Sirika was also taking Nigerians on a cruise where they budgeted about 5 billion naira. If you remember, based on Nigeria Air, 7 years, that's what Hadi Sirika said. He clarified that only 3 billion was released for the Nigeria Air project, and the funds were spent on consultative services and office maintenance. Now, he refuted the allegation of spending 85 billion naira on the project, emphasizing that only 5 billion naira was budgeted and not all of the 3 billion naira released was expended during his tenure. He revealed that the federal government released only 3 billion for the Nigerian Air project in the last 7 years that he was the Minister of Aviation. So he disclosed, because he was trying to clear the air when he was invited on a particular program, and this was last year. Remember, this was before the EFCC called in for questioning. There's a lot of controversy concerning that Nigerian Air, and I'm surprised that the EFCC has not pursued that case, and we've not heard the update on Hadi Sirika and how he spent spent the money that was given to him by the federal government of Nigeria on this same Lagos International Airport. I am still wondering what is going on in that regard. Why are they afraid to continue to investigate that man? These are persons that the government of the day is meant to investigate. Okay, so based on what actually happened, he tried to explain that from 2016 to 2023, all of the money voted and budgeted for Nigeria Air was 5 billion, and that all that was released in the neighborhood of 3 billion naira, not 85 billion, and all of the 3 billion has been expended as of the time he left office. According to him, he said that the Ethiopian aircraft that was showcased as a success of the project was chartered. Sirika said the government did not pay for the aircraft as it was brought by Ethiopian Airlines to demonstrate their commitment to the project. And it's funny because when that airline was flagged, it was flagged as Nigerian Air. It wasn't flagged as an edifice to show us that this is how the Nigerian Air is going to be like. Well, that one has gone. Nobody has said anything about it. So, based on what Festus Keyamo, because he actually had to go through an interview on Channels Television explaining why that money was needed. So, according to what Festus Keyamo is saying, he's saying that the Murtala Mohammed International Airport generates over 200 billion naira annually, and that it can recoup the 712.26 billion naira upgrade in 3 years. So, in as much as they need that money, that with the money that comes through that airport, they can actually recoup the money in 3 years. So they shouldn't see it as if federal government allocation is going to it and they will not pay back. This is basically what he said. And this, he explained that the airport is financially self-sustaining and one of the few viable airports in the country. He added that the upgrade will be funded through the Renewed Hope Infrastructure Fund, not external loans or the national budget. So Nigerians were now asking that this Renewed Hope Infrastructure Fund, who is bringing the money if it is not going to be done by the national budget and they're not going to finance it with external borrowing loans? So this Renewed Hope Infrastructure Fund, the money is coming from where? Now, according to him, he says that the money, 712.26 billion naira allocated for the Lagos Airport redevelopment is part of a broader 987 billion naira infrastructure package recently approved by the federal government for comprehensive upgrades across airports in the country. He added that only the Lagos, Abuja and Kano airports currently generate sufficient revenue to cover their operational costs, with income from Lagos frequently used to subsidize underperforming airports nationwide. In other words, Nigerians don't complain that 712 point something billion is going to the Murtala International Airport because they actually subsidize for other airports across the country. So the monies they're making there is being used to finance other airports. So don't complain if the large chunk of the money approved for the redevelopment of airports is given to Lagos, because they generate more money and they will make that money back in 3 years. And that the upgraded terminal will support seamless international connections, enabling transit passengers to switch flights without passing through immigration or needing a Nigerian visa. So these were the explanations. But a couple of Nigerians still complain and say, seriously, how long will you guys keep on developing that airport? Every time for years, you people are developing the airport. Monies are being sunk and nobody's accounting for it. If you're done now with your own administration as Minister of Aviation, another one will come and say they want to budget another fund. So that's what a lot of Nigerians are complaining, that you have been funneling money to this airport, but we don't see what you're funneling. A couple of other Nigerians feel that for a major international airport like that, Nigerians should not even complain. If you look at major international airports in New York, US, Canada, if you compare how much money was used, you're going to be hearing 100 billion, or you're going to be hearing 200 and something billion dollars. Why are Nigerians complaining that this amount of money is what is being used for one of the major, most used airports in Nigeria, possibly Africa? Okay, we're going to look into that in the course of the conversation today. And like I said, for the Southeasterners, specifically, let me not say Southeasterners or David Umahi. So Umahi is saying that the Southeast must, he didn't say may, he said Southeast must give Tinubu 90% votes to secure future presidency. He says that, according to him, that such overwhelming support is essential if the region hopes to produce Nigeria's president in the future. The future, there's no dates, there's no time frame. So like in the future. And that during the last election, election, Labour Party candidate Peter Obi got overwhelming support across all the states in the region. That the former governor is also expected to contest again in 2027. But Umahi argued that political realism, not sentiment, must guide the Southeast ambition, warning against what he called darkening counsel without knowledge, aimed at misleading the Igbo populace into expecting a Southeast presidency in 2027. He says we must not be deceived again. The president must have the votes of the Southeast up to 90% to cement this relationship. Enough of darkening counsel without knowledge in the Southeast. We must rise to educate our people. That Tinubu has shown unwavering love and fairness towards the Southeast and called on the region to reciprocate by backing his re-election. He says if we want to be president, we must avoid the politics of hate, misinformation and sentiments. We must support other regions, and with God, one day, other regions will support us. Mr. President must be supported to complete his tenure of 8 years. That phrase is worrisome to me when you say that we must avoid the politics of hate and misinformation. Who are the pioneers of hate and misinformation? Which region is the pioneer of hate and misinformation? How can you say the Southeast have not supported all along? So all the presidents that have emerged right from the time of Shagari, the Southeast did not support. Obasanjo, the Southeast did not support. Even during Buhari's tenure, maybe not majority of the Southeast, but a couple of them trusted that he would eradicate corruption, that he will fight corruption. All right? So even Goodluck Jonathan. So when you say the Southeast must support, they haven't supported enough. Okay, well, like I said, there's no sentiment to it. Politics is all about the arithmetic, so no sentiment. We're looking into that in the course of the conversation this evening on the Evening Rush. Now, you remember very recently we saw a picture of Nyesom Wike meeting with Julius Abure. Julius Abure, the factional chairman of Labour Party, that is still under contention. The fact that INEC delisted him and did not approve of the candidates that emerged for by-elections from the Julius Abure, they haven't categorically told us that Julius Abure is not the recognized chairman of the Labour Party. Until they categorically say that beyond what they just did, then we'll say, okay, officially, Julius Abure is not the chairman of the Labour Party, even if Arabambi and their co are questioning the decision of INEC and saying they're going to court about it. We're going to be waiting on that. Now, apparently, Wike has disclosed his plans ahead of 2027, if he's going to contest or not, or who he intends to back up. And you remember that the PDP is wooing Peter Obi to join them, and a lot of Nigerians have had different reactions about it. So for Nyesom Wike, for example, during a media briefing in Abuja, when he was asked about the political implications of his recent meeting with Julius Abure, he actually confirmed the meeting but described it as a normal engagement between two politicians. And Nigerians were like, all of a sudden, you and Abure are meeting from where to where, when we did not even see you guys from 2022 up until now. Then you guys are now politicians meeting at random. Well, it is not wrong to meet yourselves. It's a time for politicking, and strategy is actually required. He said, Abure came to visit me. Of course, he is a politician and I am a politician. What is wrong when politicians meet each other? There is nothing wrong with it. They asked again, what about the meeting if they had any political undertone ahead of the 2027 elections? He responded, why would I tell you what I am planning for 2027? You will know when the time comes. The meeting took place about 3 weeks ago in Abuja. Obviously led to speculations, especially given Wike's alleged role in the crisis, which rocked another opposition party, the People's Democratic Party. And this is one main reason why Atiku left the PDP to join the ADC. So, meanwhile, talks are still ongoing. A lot of people are still thinking of trying to see how they can tell Peter Obi what to do. I actually have one of such persons in the studio today. So, for example, the presidency has been reacting to what Peter Obi released yesterday on his Twitter handle, where he emphatically stated that he's committed to just doing one term. And this was in response to what Chukwuma Soludo said over the weekend while he was going about his campaign rally. Although a couple of people think Chukwuma Soludo was not directly speaking to Peter Obi. But you recall that Peter Obi, just before that statement, had actually told the ADC while writing a letter and a proposal to them that he intends to do just 4 years, which is one term. So obviously, people felt that Soludo was actually taking a swipe at Peter Obi, that how can you say you want to do just 4 terms? Now, the big question is, based on the 1999 constitution, is there anything wrong if you want to just do 4 years and go? Where did it stipulate that you must do 8 years? The analyst in the studio is going to tell me if it is in the constitution. The only thing I know in the constitution is that for that particular role, you cannot do that particular role beyond 2 terms. In other words, after 4 years, your tenure is done. Okay? But if you want to do that same position, you want to do that same role, it cannot go beyond 8 years. So in other words, you can do your 1 term and go. You don't necessarily have to come back. But, it's a system in this part of the country where one person must do 2 terms. And that's why Atiku Abubakar cannot be a vice president, because he has done that role for 2 terms. So again, the presidency now said to Peter Obi, according to him, they're saying, advise Atiku to quit politics like Mandela. That is what the presidency is telling Peter Obi. You remember that yesterday, Keyamo was advising Peter Obi and the obedience. Bayo Onanuga too is advising Peter Obi. I'm wondering how come these guys are now advising Peter Obi. So for them, in a post based on that reaction, Onanuga criticized Obi's historical references. He accused Peter Obi of distorting facts and misleading his supporters. He says Peter Obi, the aspiring presidential candidate of the fledgling opposition party, must have flunked history in school. Onanuga wrote in a statement posted on X, in justifying so-called sacrosanct pledge to serve only 1 term, he cited Abraham Lincoln, JFK, and Nelson Mandela, leaders he wanted to emulate. He pointed out that Lincoln was re-elected and had been inaugurated for his 2nd term before his assassination in April 1865. So, again, according to him, he says Mandela's example might be more appropriately recommended to Obi's rival for the opposition ticket, who will turn 81 by 2027. Now, that did not just end there, okay? The same presidency is accusing El-Rufai, Peter Obi, Amaechi, Atiku Abubakar of wanting to upend the presidency of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, they said that Nigerians must fight to ensure that these individuals do not take over the government of Tinubu. This is what the presidency is saying. They have warned Nigerians to be wary of politicians who weaponize ethnicity and religion. The party also kicked against politicians seeking to upend the presidential rotational principle between the North and the South. The APC described African Democratic Congress leaders like former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, former Kaduna Governor Nasir El-Rufai, Amaechi as Nigeria's most confused. He stated that they all have greedy and insatiable appetites, adding that they are clueless, rudderless, and pitiful gang of opposition elements. According to the ruling party, El-Rufai's rapid fall from political grace to grass is deserving of a forensic analysis, stressing that since his failed bid for a ministerial appointment, the former Federal Capital Territory minister has gone into a political tailspin. He went all about how they have crushed Atiku on several occasions, and that Obi seems to be the one that is, according to him, using religion and ethnicity. And I'm wondering, because I've been following comments on social media, it's been back and forth. Who are the set of people using ethnicity to divide the polity? Let's be very honest. Who are the set of people using ethnicity to divide the polity? And you're saying that they are using ethnicity to divide the polity? Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see how it goes. The question is, how are they actually trying to spoil the principle of rotational presidency? So the fact that the president is right now the president from the Southwest. So a 2nd term is coming and nobody else should oppose. There should be no contest. Are you suggesting that no contest? How do you feel good when you don't have a healthy competition? It's a presidency. I want to understand if there is anywhere in the constitution that says you must do 8 years just because the system is done here. Again, Nigerians are now calling and saying, Bayo Onanuga, you always respond only on political issues. There are endemic issues. Nigerians are hungry. People are dying. Why have you not addressed these problems? Why do you only come out to swipe and attack opposition, especially political figures? Why don't you address and buttress the reform policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? For example, they just came back from their digital media summit. They have not even disclosed. The president in that digital media summit said, use social media to enhance unity, cohesion, and even create employment opportunities. But rather, that's not what is going on. So why is the fact that all the president's media aides don't speak on the president's reform like emphatically every day? all you speak on are based on opposition. If it's not El-Rufai, it's Peter Obi. If it is not Peter Obi, it's Atiku Abubakar. Now you guys are now advising Peter Obi what to do. Meanwhile, the PDP, while they're making their own decision, Nyesom Wike is confident that whatever it is they're planning, it will definitely not be without him. So with Wike making a major decision in the PDP, at what point would Peter Obi want to join the People's Democratic Party? Then, the Obedience have actually written a letter. They're complaining of marginalization within the ADC. They say, for example, Peter Obi should speak with them, that a lot of them who actually want to be part of the process are being marginalized, or possibly most of the positions or whatever are being taken over by some persons, in support of Atiku. Now, they had a space where they needed to resolve these differences and say things need to be done through a process, not you telling us what to do. A lot of issues are ongoing at this moment. While Nigeria is trying to get its unity, find a way to develop, politics is the center of the conversation everywhere. What happens to those who don't understand politics but just want to eat and survive and see the following day? Where are they? And how do they feature in Nigeria's future? Barrister Darlington Agumore is my guest this evening. Barrister Darlington, good evening and thank you for joining us.
Esther.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm okay.
Barrister
How's the weather
Darlington
treating you?
Well, we're here together. What do you think?
And you are taking hot tea.
I need it.
Without me.
Barrister, you're taking your own. They're quite foggy.
Eh?
I forget you, but you're not here. Are you not seeing it?
Esther. They send you to me, Abi? Okay, no worry. But how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay.
Welcome.
Yes.
Let's look at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. Do you
Yes.
think that money actually qualifies for the upgrade, concerning the fact that the previous administration promised they wanted to do something, but we didn't see the results, and Festus Keyamo intends to deliver? So do you think that money is worth it, considering that that's the most used international airports in this country, or even in Africa, if you want to put it in that phrase?
Let me start from what Keyamo said about generating revenue. Esther, have you asked yourself how many planes land at that our airports, all the airports in Nigeria?
Okay.
This money they are generating is over taxation that has made Nigeria to lose its passengers to neighboring states, neighboring African states. How can you have 23 taxes for each airline to pay whenever they land and take off? Meanwhile, it is not up to that in Ghana and other African nations. Why? That is where Keyamo is beating his chest, that is generating revenue. Do you know that in spite of all this money and all these airports, none of them in Africa is a world-class airline? None. They are all regional airports. Regional. What I call local champion. They can't measure up with what you have in Frankfurt. They can't. Or Heathrow. So what is the pride here? Every time they want to upgrade. They want to upgrade. Up to today, with all the money that these airports have been swallowing, we don't have a world-class international airport in Nigeria. The whole Nigeria. Is that not an embarrassment on his own? So when Keyamo is talking, I wanted him to break it down so that Nigerians will understand where is this money coming from. It's over taxation that have driven passengers to neighboring states in Africa. So what is the pride there? Did he tell us how many passengers land here? They are not up to 2 million in a year. 2 million. Meanwhile, these other airports in America, the list is about 5 million. Atlanta, Frankfurt. In fact, when you are talking of hub, I expect Keyamo to go outside here, go and look at what is called a hub, a regional hub. Go and check.
Are you saying he has not done that?
Then what is he talking about? Esther, this money, this 712 billion can build an international airport, world-class standard, that can take in at least 100 planes.
So in your own words, the money is too much.
More than too much for what he's telling us. That money will go into private pockets. None of that. In fact, half of that money will disappear into people's pockets by the time the details are released. Give us the details. Esther, do you know? Let me tell you one of the wicked crook, one of the wicked dubious crook they have concocted. You saw this airport they just renovated 2 years ago.
Which of the airport did they renovate?
That should be either in Lagos or Abuja, where they said that they want to do it so that they can carry wide body aircraft.
Okay.
Good. Do you know that this money now they are talking about, part of it is to go and renovate that particular airport again so that it can contain wide body aircraft. When they were building it 2 years, they didn't remember that, Esther. You can imagine human beings. They did not remember that, yes, this, we are going to do it so that it can carry wide body aircraft. They did it. They are not going to do it all over again. In fact, the contractor that did that job, I don't know what to call him. Come and amend this, It can't carry wide body aircraft according to our plan.
But Barrister, don't you think that in reality 712.26 billion is actually too small? Because if you look at the Canadian airport, one of the Canadian airport, they need about $10 billion for the redevelopment of that particular airport. Barrister, if you actually convert $10 billion, it's a transformation plan for a Canadian international airport. All right, the extensive project is part of a larger initiative to modernize the airport's infrastructure. If you convert 10 billion naira to naira, it's about 15 trillion and naira.
Esther, please don't go there.
Okay, why?
Don't say because Dangote went to Sheraton to go and eat, therefore you too, you can go there and eat. No, that's what you're telling me now.
Oh God.
If you buy the same food and cook it to your house, will it not save you money? That's exactly what you are trying to say here. So because Canada is doing their own, do you know what their modern things that they are going to add to that airport that will make it up to standard? In this same country, look at how many times they have renovated airports in this country. What came out of it? That money you mentioned in Canada, they are going to use it 100% to do that job. And in the next 10-15 years, you will not talk about it again. Is it like that in Nigeria? These are issues. Nobody will take 1 naira out of that thing they want to do in Canada. As I talk to you now, Esther, are you aware that Saudi Arabia is building the biggest airport in the whole world, $24 billion? That in the whole world, 12-kilometer radius. Both when you go horizontal and vertical, 12 kilometers. Okay. You are talking of from here to Maryland.
Okay, so no, Barrister, wait now. So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is that money for a country that is looking for money is too much.
But you know that we actually have a lot of people who travel out a lot. It's one of the routes. That airport is one of our major international airports.
You didn't hear me,
Barrister, it has a terrible look. The Lagos, the Murtala Mohammed International Airport is not nice for a major international airport compared to what other countries like. What the population of Nigeria and Canada, which one is bigger?
We are bigger. Canada is about 34 million.
Canada is 34 million, and they intend to spend $10 billion to renovate their own airports,
is it the population,
which is about 15 trillion naira.
Hold on.
And Nigeria is bigger than Canada.
Is it the population or your economic power? You want to compare yourself with Canada, Abi? Meanwhile, your children, your siblings are running there for soccer. How many Canadians are running
the issue is it the money or the fact that they will not be accountable for it? They will not be judicious with the money.
Of course, that is the issue here. The money will never be accounted for. Have they accounted for anything? Esther, you and I are looking for 210 trillion naira that NNPC cannot account for today. They told us that the money was misplaced. That is not that the money is missing, but it was misplaced. Esther, how do you misplace 210 trillion naira? We have told that man before he resigned, let him bring that money.
More than money plenty.
Let him bring it. I don't know.
That's more than the 15 trillion naira that these guys want to use for their airport.
If they not sack him, what happened to the money? Ojulari, bring that money before you resign or before they sack you. You must bring that money. What are you telling me? Look at since they've been calling him, come and account for it. He never answered. All of a sudden, we are hearing that they sack him, he resigned. They sack him, he resigned. Whichever way, that money must come out.
He has not resigned. According to other talks, they say that it is some persons, some cabals that the man has exposed in the NNPC that are causing of all of this chaos. And so they want to put a blemish on him.
It's a lie. Why is he doing business with Atiku's in-law? Why is he doing? What contract are they contracting? The airport, have they repaired the refinery, has he repaired them? He's doing contract with Tinubu's enemy. And you think he will return that job?
The fact that he's the son-in-law to Tinubu does not mean they cannot have a healthy business or work environment, relationship.
Tinubu doesn't like it. I'm telling you. In fact, he's going to come for forgiveness. So, you know, whenever you sin against Tinubu, you must ask for forgiveness before your sins can be forgiven.
You mean Tinubu is a god? Why are you saying sin against Tinubu?
It's again. Is he a god?
Is he a god that you say if you sin against him?
So you don't know that man is God to man, Abi?
Well, I don't think he has placed himself in such.
Okay, why did he forgive Sanwo-Olu?
Why wouldn't he forgive someone?
Is it not God that forgives sins?
Jesus Christ.
If you sin against Tinubu, you must come for forgiveness before there be peace. So he shouldn't have done that. But that, by the way, this particular airport renovation, my dear, is too much. Because this is money for a world-class airport of international standard. That's full capacity airport. You are now using the money to renovate to which one and which one. Do you okay, you are going to borrow. He said, good. He said that the airport can generate money on its own. Let us agree. Oh yeah, Kiamo, generate the money. Generate account for it. Then let us give you the one you are asking for now. You have been there for 2 years now. Is that not true? How much have you generated? How much? Let us know now. So that we can now say, okay, from the effort you have made, though, even though you collected this money from taxes, you overtaxed the airport, all the infrastructure, or being overtaxed. From customs to airport to everywhere, government is making people, making. That is sucking their blood. And you are telling me you are making progress. No, that's not how it is done. Some of these things is for the convenience of your people. If they can no longer access it, even the international community, they are no longer accessing some of these things. They have reduced. Is that not why Nigerian economy is down? In foreign investors, when they calculate what is happening in Ghana and other African nations, they will now compare and say, no, it's too expensive. They will go elsewhere. Have you seen the reason why investors are not coming? Go to the at the ports. All the foreign they have done too, nothing to do again. Nobody is bringing things here because of what? The expensive taxation. Is that progress? Tell me, is that progress? The answer is no. So why would you be doing it without looking at the impact on the life of your people, the economic impact? I said all the young men at the port, they are crying wolf now. They are crying serious wolf. Because nothing to do again, nothing. The place is so dry. So what progress are you making by overtaxing people? Meanwhile, we are not seeing the money. The money is going into white elephant project. Thank God for the U.S. embassy here that have been crying against what we are doing here. They just spend the money on irrelevant issues that will not impact on the economy. Is that not why people are angry? You want to renovate airport. You want to do this. At the end of the day, we will not see the impact. All the money that have been telling you that have been investing on social investment program, where are they, Esther? Has the poverty reduced? The answer is capital no. Capital. So what are you pouring money that we are not seeing the impact? What are you doing exactly? Rice will go up today, tomorrow it will come down. It will go up today, tomorrow it will come down. Is that how economy works in other climes?
Barrister Darlington, what shocks me right now is how the APC has been coming on the opposition. They said they have been beating the opposition and they've beaten them 3 times, so beat them this time again.
Yes.
Wike spoke concerning the fact that very soon he will unveil his plan for 2027 within the PDP, and we already heard that the PDP is winning Peter Obi. Also, the APC is alleging that it's because El-Rufai was not given a ministerial appointment, and that's the reason why he has been throwing tantrums. They're also alleging that Peter Obi, El-Rufai, Amaechi, that they're insatiable evil and greedy, and that they want to truncate the rotational presidency between the North and the South. So my question is, what does that statement mean by saying that they are insatiable? How many times has Peter Obi declared an intention to run as a president, which is his right as a Nigerian who thinks he has the capacity to lead, or an El-Rufai, even though he has not said he's in the race, or even an Atiku, even if a couple of people think that Atiku should be an elder statesman? Is a talk about the fact that because Tinubu is there, no other person should aspire, just because the PDP has been endorsing, Adeleke has endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2027, Ogun PDP has endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2027. So the PDP is obviously not an opposition, they're literally an extension of the APC. So must every other opposition support Tinubu's second term agenda? That's one. Two, would you feel comfortable if you don't even have any opposition whatsoever, that if at all you emerge victorious, you would cherish the fact that despite the hurdle you won, you don't want any opposition?
Esther, you see, the worst thing that can happen to a man if public opinion is against you, whether you are doing so well or you are doing so, public opinion is very, very important in anything you are doing that has to do with the public.
Okay.
Why do you think Jesus Christ was killed? Why do you think so? When they came before Pontius Pilate, the man saw so many hands that say, crucify him. He said, so this man is this bad. Oh, you are carrying him and go and do whatever you like. Meanwhile, this is an innocent man. Because nobody was speaking for him. That was all. There was no lawyer behind Jesus Christ to ask Pontius Pilate, what are you accusing this man of? Nobody. That was public opinion. Whenever they outrun you with propaganda, you will make it. Especially in matters like politics. Public opinion. Why do you think Donald Trump hired Elon Musk to use his platform? And you saw the result. I told you here, we don't have opposition. It pains me so much that this opposition, I don't know what has gone wrong with them. Instead of them to unite, since they have discovered a common enemy here, instead of them to come back, or even Peter Obi, who is now the leader of the opposition, where are his media?
Who says he's the leader of the
opposition?
opposition?
He's the leader now. He's the only person they are talking about. He's the only person.
And I wonder why.
So where is the people speaking for Peter Obi? Like this thing that is having ruckus now between him and Soludo. He shouldn't have even replied. It was his spokesperson that should have talked, so that he will now study what exactly Soludo said. Esther,
you shouldn't have replied.
He shouldn't, because the way he replied is wrong. Because Soludo was not referring to Peter Obi.
Okay.
He wasn't.
But don't you think he was speaking to the coalition? Because there have been talks. Peter Obi was speaking to the coalition, the ADC. You know, or right here on this program and different platforms across major channels. If you go on there, they're speaking about the 2027 elections and the Peter Obi factoring in all of this. The possibility of Peter Obi joining a different political party, or with the situation that INEC has actually done with Labour, maybe having to go back to Labour, or Peter Obi staying out of the ADC. But a couple of people think that he's quiet for a reason. So right now, don't you think he wanted to emphasize for those who have been insisting that he has been in private talks to run as a deputy with Atiku, who has not officially declared his intention to run in 2027?
Esther.
Yes, sir.
Peter Obi should have been decisive before now. All this sitting on the fence, no. Take the bull by the horn.
Don't you think he's being careful? Any alignment he's part of, it is ruined by the opposition, which is the APC. They come with different mechanisms to destroy it.
This is where your calculation should come in. Your political acumen should come in. I'm telling you. Don't you know that it's because of this delay by Peter Obi that is causing everybody to be talking anyhow? Talking anyhow without any strategic
you don't think the silence is a strategy?
It is not in this particular issue. It is not, because the man in power has already gone ahead before the opposition. Why do you think Tinubu fired the first shot? Something that the opposition should have been the one kicking and bulldozing everywhere. But I said, who are the people talking for Peter Obi? With all the spokesperson, Tinubu still organize these digital media people. What are they going to do? To confuse and brainwash Nigerians into believing in what Tinubu is doing. This thing, like I've always told you, I've asked you that question. Where is P2B's base today? I was thinking that by now P2B should be working with Soludo in Anambra, knowing fully well that yes, there is experience that Soludo has, especially being a former CBN governor. I don't talk anyhow about these people. But when I see something that is, I will say it. P2B should have worked with Soludo. In the first place, Soludo is his senior brother. They should be working together so that P2B can have a base from his home state. Are you getting what I'm saying? This thing he said now, it was replied out of context. When Soludo was campaigning, he said that, remember that Kachuku made the same statement that he's going to run for one term.
Yeah.
He said it in Anambra. So Soludo now replied him and said, come, anybody that is saying such a thing should need a psychiatric test.
But why? Why would you say the person is a psychiatric test? What does the Constitution say?
Hold on. I am coming. That is what I'm saying. Even though Soludo may have replied it the way he did, but he was not replying to P2B because he said if the person now succeeds in what he's trying to do, he will not alter the zoning formula in Anambra. That when he finish, it will go to Anambra Central. And one of the reasons for this zoning is for peace and equality and tranquility to remain in that state. That is the essence of zoning. So why would the Anobi now reply that his spokesperson should have been the one to reply than for him to always reply in the wrong way, or he will keep quiet.
Let's look at things objectively. So
the references even P2B made is even more is that of context.
But Barrister, do you know this analogy you give now is the same analogy that the APC is saying under the presidency. For example, you said something that if somebody comes to do one term, it will alter the zoning process to maintain peace and whatever. In other words, there should be nobody that would come up to say they just want to do 4 years. That is one term. Meaning, leave Chukuma to finish his 4 years. Then the next term, another person from another zone will come on. Is that not the same equation that the APC is using to say, leave Tinubu to use 2 years, two terms, and then in the next election, the other zone for peace and tranquility to reign?
Esther, they said when evil is allowed to fester for too long in an environment, with time it becomes tradition and culture. Have I not told you that?
What are you saying?
This north and south permutation, have I not told you here that I want it to be destroyed?
Okay, so why is that same analogy not applied with Anambra State? With what you just said now?
Because yes, Soludo said it will not work.
Soludo said it will not work.
Yes.
Why will it not work?
Why will somebody say that? Now remember that it is all lie, that they want to use it to deceive you.
Barrister, why did you say it will not work? Where did he say in the Constitution that you must do 8 years?
That's why he's telling you that it cannot work. That it is not. That's not what the Constitution stated.
What are you saying?
It is not. No. They are making it as if it's a law. That is the meaning of that statement.
I'm making comparison with your analogy of Anambra.
Hold on,
and APC
I am
Tinubu.
coming now. Let me finish, Esther. Listen. When he made that statement, on what ground was he making that statement? To get assurance so that he can enter the first term. Are you getting what I'm saying? That means this man want to lie to Anambra people that he want to do one term. Meanwhile, you don't need to say it because that's what the Constitution stated already. You are just using it to cajole the people to get their word, their heart. So that you are going to do one time. Well, after one time, you will not resign or leave on your own. You will not even try to do a second time and all that. Because that has been the norm. Esther, that has been the norm. Anybody that does one time will want to do a second time. All the people that Obi was referring, go and check.
Barrister Darlington.
Hold on.
You are confusing me here.
No, I'm not.
Please, okay, wait. This is my question. You said Chukuma Soludo was not referring to Peter Obi, isn't it?
Yes.
In other words, he was saying that the other contestants in other political parties who claim they want to do 4 years, that they are lying, that it's not true. There's a zoning formula in Anambra State. So why don't you allow their own zone finish so that at the next elections, the other zone will come up? And I'll ask you, what differentiates that line of thoughts for peace and coherence in Anambra State that's the APC or President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing? What is the difference? That's my
The
question.
difference is that you are making it look like it's a law that you are supposed to do a term, but you are choosing to do one term.
But you just said now that why will anybody want to contest for the tranquility of Anambra State? Why will anybody want to claim that they want to do 4 years? When I said, where in the constitution does it stipulate that because of some peace and tranquility zoning thing, you must do 8 years?
It is the context under which Ukachukwu was saying it. He want to use it to buy vote, to buy the heart of the people.
You can actually say that Peter Obi is doing the same thing, if this is what you're saying.
You say what?
Yes.
Look, Peter Obi, I told you here the first time, did I not tell that I condemn it? There was no need for that. There was no need. Yes, there was no need for you to be telling them, I will do one term. As a matter of fact, is it not one time that the constitution allowed? So why are you saying it? Why are you saying it? You don't need to exercise.
Before the ADC came on board, what was your take about Peter Obi? Before ADC came, before this coalition came, and Peter Obi, we already knew, wanted to run.
Good.
What was your take?
I was supporting him.
You were supporting him as a sole candidate.
So what?
We're supporting
on what
him
ground?
with who?
On what ground? Why would I say sole candidate in the constitution or what?
No.
Have I not told you that there are no independent candidates?
So what were you suggesting?
I said he should run. Yes.
Now why now are you now suggesting
because
the
Labour
ADC came?
Oh God. Look, can Peter Obi run with Labour Party now? No, apart from what happened recently, before now, did I not give you my reasons why Peter Obi cannot go to Labour Party? Because of what has happened. Before that time, I was telling Peter Obi, since you made Labour Party what it is, go back there. I said it here. But when INEC and the Supreme Court did what they did, I said no way. Peter Obi went to go and submit the decision of the Supreme Court. Yet INEC sat on it. And I asked you here, will Peter Obi now go to INEC chairman and put gun on his head? So recognize what the Supreme Court said. Will he do that? I said, based on what is going on, instead of wasting time, go to a party that has not been tainted, that has not been polluted for now, and which was ADC, a coalition that was being formed. Because a PDP is a no-go area because of wiki. I made my point in clear, Esther. I don't know why you're taking me back there.
No, what I'm asking is, when the ADC came on board, you said supporting that the strategic means it's for Peter Obi to be vice. But before the ADC came on board, you were proposing that, okay, Peter Obi has a strong win on his own, even if what is going on with the Labour Party.
So, how can I, hold on, Esther, how can I, no, please don't go, don't say the wrong. I can never tell Peter Obi to go and run. It's not possible because there's nothing like that in the constitution.
No, not like solo, like as an individual. You were saying that he has a strong tendency to win if he joins any political party as a presidential candidate.
No. You have seen you now. Okay, which of the political party? Before that time, look at what was going on. Was the parties where they are today? The party that I was suggesting for Peter Obi, were they like that today?
Okay, so what was your stand before the ADC for Peter Obi then? Before the ADC came, what was your stand?
I told you here, why are you asking me? I said Peter Obi should run with the Labour Party that made him, or he made Labour Party, that he used the first time. Let him go back there and do whatever he wants to do politically. Okay. Until the Supreme Court came out with what they did. Are you not listening to me? The Supreme Court made Abure not to obey, the INEC made Abure not to obey what the Supreme Court said. I discussed this in here, Esther. Have you forgotten? How can I tell the people to go and jump into the lion's den? If not for what happened recently, whereby INEC now reinvented himself and obeyed that order. And I told you that even if Peter Obi make that mistake by going into Labour Party, with what is going on that they will challenge whatever he's going to do there, and the court will shut it down. Because Abure is an illegal chairman of Labour Party. Everything he does there will be null and void at the end of the day. I said it here. I said it. So why are you now dragging me backwards? Okay, with what is going on in PDP and Labour Party now? Tell me where else Peter Obi should go.
The reason why we're having this conversation is that a couple of Nigerians feel, because there are a couple of people who still believe in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. But some of them feel that the administration they're only eating the wealth themselves and they're not allowing it to trickle. Food is expensive, insecurity. They're also talking about nepotism being experienced now than ever before, specifically when it has to do with federal character and appointments that he has been making lately. Then aside from that, the whole tribal sentiments that has been rife, well, let's just say on social media, not necessarily, but already some people are complaining that it's reflecting in real life, and that the president is meant to be one that unites the entire country, but possibly because of his ambition, he doesn't mind utilizing any weapon whatsoever to ensure that things are disintegrated to his benefit. A couple of persons may consider that as a political strategy, but a couple of people feel it's too dangerous for the fragile unity of Nigeria to allow to use that system just because you want to gain an edge. Why are the needs of Nigerians not being the priority? That's a big question.
Okay.
Recently, they went on a digital media summit, and the president said a couple of things, unless what he said is not what he meant about utilizing social media. Social media had gone beyond a means of, making statements, and he warned them and said, verify before you amplify. Whatever information you're passing across on social media, verify before you amplify. And it should also be a means through which the people, his people whom he invited, should promote national unity, create job opportunities for those who do not have access to it. Barrister, the school feeding program of 2024 that 100 billion naira was set aside for, that was to officially commence in March, has been suspended because there's another initiative for eradicating poverty in Nigeria. So the question now is, why start off an initiative that you will suspend to commence another one? Did you not properly think about that initiative? Meanwhile, money has been allocated for that. Remember again that there is hunger. People are looking for jobs. There are no jobs. Insecurity prevails in certain regions. The day we're going to talk about that of Imo State, that I don't even think we're going to be done for 3 hours here. So why is it that the president's aide, they're all responding on political issues when there are salient issues to be discussed? Why is that so?
Esther, that is part of the political strategy. Tinubu know that he has failed. The next thing is propaganda, and he had deployed it to the fullest. Meanwhile, the opposition are sleeping. They are sleeping. He knows how, he is a media mogul. So he's using it to the fullest. That's a part of the strategy. In fact, if you win the heart of the press, the press can package the devil and make him a saint, and you will even go there for blessings. That's the truth. You think all this thing he doing for nothing? No. That is why it pains me. It pains me that P2B is not making use of the media properly. Now, let me give you just 2 examples. When the North were complaining that they have been sidelined, this and that, even with what they are getting from Tinubu, even what they are getting, they were still complaining. What did the Tinubu do? He dispatched his henchmen there, all his appointees, both from the North, everywhere. He said, I go and talk to this, ask them what is their problem, what do they want. Esther, true of us. I expected P2B to have done this before Tinubu. You know why? I was expecting P2B to mobilize the Southeast elders, some leaders of thought in the Southeast, to go and talk to their own elders in the North and tell them to, please, tell your son Atiku to step down for our son P2B. What I'm coming now, let me land.
Okay.
Tell him to step down. This is what he should have been doing. Not him sitting and they're thinking that, they're not to just hand over to him like that. This is what we call political strategy and horse trading.
How do you know he has not been doing that?
Why didn't you report it here? Report it here. We reported to... please don't tell me what.
I'm just saying that.
Why you say? I don't like that statement you made.
No, Barrister,
everything the Tinubu has
done. I refuse to be bullied on this platform.
Nobody's bullying you.
You cannot tell me that I should not talk.
You are talking. Yes, you are talking, but talk well. Now, you cannot do such a thing without you and I knowing. You can't. It's not possible. You can't do such a thing secretly. This one that Tinubu displayed to the North. Do you not hear it? Do you not see it?
Yeah, it was televised.
Good. Is that? Please tell me. Is the P2B not supposed to do that? Tell me. Is he not supposed to do that? To tell them that yes, you have regard for them, you respect them and all that. They are the one who will call Atiku. Oh yeah, look, based on so thing. Look at give examples, give facts, present facts, reassure them. Esther, reassure them of their fears. They will now welcome you and say, okay, you are welcome. They will listen to you. I have never seen such a move from P2B. He has not even gone on his own to rally around northern elders, all the emirs. These are people who decide the election in the north. They are the one. When Abiola made all the effort, in fact, no philanthropy has surpassed what Abiola did in the north. But at the end of with all the northern that voted for him, we are not the election. It's not a northerner. Esther, the people that he was doing philanthropy for, giving them Lajes and Sarah, did they have a say in this matter? They didn't. It's their leaders who decide it.
In that particular regard, there's a logical reasoning to that.
Good. Yes, you should have reached out to them.
Leaders decide for them.
Yes.
A lot of them are not.
I was saying it here. They say, why Atiku? Are they the owner of Nigeria? Hey, Esther.
No,
in the whole of the north, who are the people holding the levers of political and economic power? Is it not the Fulani ethnic stock?
No,
Barrister
Darlington, in this particular regard, Peter Obi and any Nigerian has a right to aspire.
Please.
I am Barrister. Let's be realistic.
Did anybody tell him not to run?
What I am saying, Barrister, what we are saying is this. To make it seem as if without an Atiku he cannot win. Wait, Barrister, let's say, wait now.
Stop making references like that.
It makes it seem as if he doesn't have that leverage as an individual. Barrister Darlington, things are bad. Nigerians want good governance. Barrister Darlington, wait.
What is the meaning of this one you're saying?
Just hold on, hold on.
Don't talk of what you cannot help. Try to find solution to it.
And your solution is what you're recommending.
What am I recommending? That Peter Obi should do horse trading to get to power. Is that a bad solution? Is that a bad idea? I don't understand you. Things are bad. How do you solve it?
Let's go on to the whole must-do term thing in the Constitution. The way it feels now, the presidency is advising the ADC. They are calling on Atiku Abubakar. In fact, they said they want to destroy. They are bringing in hate. They are bringing in animosity. They are bringing religious sentiments. Barrister Darlington, ever since the 2023 election, which group of persons have been bringing animosity, religious sentiment to the polity?
Esther, I told you that they will blame you for what they are the champion. It is their stock in trade. Beat them to it. Bring out facts. Look, opposition should be releasing 3-4 press statements in a day. When they cough, bring it to the public domain. When they sneeze, you said they are spreading COVID-19 or COVID-25, Abi? Begin to, oh God, I have said it here. Peter Obi does not have a spokesperson. Did I not say it? These are things they should be lashing on.
Okay,
all the infractions Tinubu have committed in office, all the things he's doing and saying, like this thing, he's now extending the tenure of people he appointed. Hold on. This is a very good political point. The IG
of police,
because Frank Mba, an Igbo man, is the next in command. If this man retire, he now extended his tenure. True or false?
True.
Can't you use it? Is that not a point to make? Will anybody say you are talking rubbish? The other one in custom, the same thing again. Because after this man retire, the next person there is an Igbo man. You see how they are shortchanging you. You are not using it to attack them, to make the public, to make the whole world know how you are being marginalized. Say it out. Nobody is aware of this now. Except this one we are saying, some people don't even know. You are not making it an issue. But to try it with any of these people, look at how the North are crying with all that I've gotten from Tinubu. They are still crying. Yet you that is down, instead of you to bring yourself up, you are still there talking. You are still there. This thing I'm telling you now, is that not a point? Is that not something you're supposed to use to campaign? Say it loud. But who is talking? Who is speaking for you? Nobody. Esther, nobody. This thing should be brought to the front so that Tinubu will know how he's changing the Southeast. And then shut up people like Dave Umahi. There is no justice here. All this thing that Tinubu is talking about, this and that, he's the chief culprit when it comes to those things. They will accuse you of what they are doing because they know you cannot talk. Very valid point. You cannot do that to the Southwest. In fact, you will not even pass the road. They will remind you everywhere you go, you will see them talking about it. In our own case here, nobody talk. When some of us now say, look, these are the way to go, they say, why are you talking? This and that. These are things you will use to meet your enemy.
All right,
at the battleground.
For the presidency, again, Peter Obi has submitted and said he doesn't mind doing one term. He believes that he can set the structure. He has actually committed and vowed that indeed he will do 4 years and hand over. He has vowed again and again. Now, the presidency is saying, for example, let me cite what they described each of the individuals who are supposedly at the forefront of the opposition. The APC said it is now clear to all Nigerians that El-Rufai and his cohorts in ADC are on a mission to upend the presidential rotational principle designed to promote national unity and cohesion in the country through the imposition of Atiku as presidential candidate of the ADC in the middle of a southern presidency rotation. So for them, they think that bringing in Atiku is basically breaking the gentleman agreement, and Atiku is not meant to be fielded in that particular design. Now, they said it was Atiku's selfish and obdurate refusal to respect the rotation principle during the 2023 presidential elections for the PDP that directly resulted in PDP's virtual cremation. El-Rufai and Atiku want to do to Nigeria what Atiku did to PDP. El-Rufai, Atiku had hijacked the ADC, constituted a clear and present threat to the unity, peace, and progress of Nigeria. How? I want to understand.
Good.
Also, I'm coming. For according to them, they went on and on with El-Rufai and Atiku and all not. But then they now said for a former governor who left a sordid legacy of obnoxious marginalization of ethnic and religious minorities in southern Kaduna, who sponsored sectarian violence and weaponized demolitions against innocent citizens and hung a debt profile of 284 billion naira on taxpayers, according to the Debt Management Office. Barrister, my issue is, yes, there was a gentleman agreement, but how do they want to create chaos in the peace of Nigeria's polity?
Esther, the opposition should reply by Ononoga and his class of what's it called, spokesperson. In the first place, listen very well. In the first place, the so-called gentleman agreement, you and I, we are not party to it, and it's not constitutional. That's one. Two, the same agreement did not say that even if you enter office and whether you are doing good or not, that you must spend 8 years. There is nothing like that. It was not stated anywhere. Nigerians tolerated Buhari for 8 years, and when Tinubu came and things became worse, you don't expect them to still tolerate the same man. That is why they had to step in to say, look, let us raise fire from this man before he will kill all of us. Things got worse under Tinubu. Why is he not making reference to that? How do you think people will tolerate a bad leader? Tell me, in this age and time. Mention any place in the whole world where bad leaders are tolerated without the people rising up. That is the reason for whatever agreement you have. That agreement is not binding on Nigerians. That agreement did not say Nigerians. So if anybody enter office from either the north or south, you people should not talk. You should endure him. Even if you want to kill all of you, you should endure him. That agreement, in fact, it has been signed in heaven. God will not approve it if you challenge the person. There is nothing like that. Did you hear me? Okay, if it is like that, then why did the Tinubu now take it after Obasanjo have taken it? Tell me. Were you not here when some Yoruba elders, especially Padebanjo of blessed memory, was telling Tinubu, no, it is the time of the southeast? Did you not hear it? Why did you hijack it? Esther, why did the Tinubu hijack it?
Well, Tinubu has been preparing for this since 2000 and something. I'm just saying, because that was how he had to bring in the CPC faction and they merged.
So when you were preparing, were you there? Did he tell you were preparing? He just said it. Is it the only one who have? In fact, a child that is not born in the mother's womb is preparing to be Nigerian president. Are you not aware of that? No, are you not aware? You are telling me he has been preparing. How did he prepare? By telling Buhari, Emilokon. Do you know what they were doing together? Okay, since it's Emilokon, what are you benefiting from Tinubu's administration now? What are we getting?
There are people benefiting.
Oh, there are people, but not Nigerians. Then you are not a leader. You are not a leader. Take it from me. This thing is for the greatest happiness to the greatest number of people. That is what this politics is all about.
All right, Barrister, we need to open the phone lines, but let's look at this.
Your topics are not done. No.
Wait, I'm coming, Barrister, hold on. The Obedient Movement have actually complained. They wrote a memo signed by the National Coordinator, Dr. Tanko Yunusa. They accuse the coalition of sidelining its members from key decision-making structures despite their central role in building momentum behind the alliance with the ADC. For example, they said the ADC-led coalition was formally unveiled in July with prominent political figures in attendance, which obviously included the obvious. They said although Obi is yet to officially join the party, it is understood that Obi and El-Rufai were granted waivers to remain in their legacy parties for now. And barely a month after the unveiling, the Obedient Movement have come out to complain that despite being instrumental to the rising influence in the opposition structure, its members have been denied a seat at the table. Several of our designated representatives and members are reportedly being excluded from crucial meetings where major decisions affecting the coalition are made. The group also decried what it called non-existent representation in the coalition structure and urged Obi to intervene immediately. Do you think this was the reason why Peter Obi had to make that emphasis? Because again, if you do not have your representatives at the seat during the primary, you may actually lose.
Esther,
Sir?
Before these people will be complaining, has Obi become a registered member of ADC?
But they want to be part of the ADC now.
Oh God, listen now, Esther. They want to, and I am. You didn't see any difference there. You have to be there for you to begin to make demands and assert your position. Is that not what I've been saying? You cannot be by the side and you are trying to correct what is inside. It's not possible. It can never happen. You need to get in there. Then you begin to correct all those things that is in your mind. Oh, they are complaining, Abi. You want to. Why have you not entered? It's when you enter, then you begin to make demand for your people. Is that not how these things are done? You can see what I'm talking about. It's playing out already. Esther, it is playing out already without even going any further. So why is it that you don't calculate your moves and make that deft move that will bring results so that your followers will remain with you? I have asked Obi, why did you allow those who got elected under Labour Party, under your influence with your name, why did you allow them to defect to other parties? Why? These are people who should be talking for you in their respective constituencies by now. Esther, is that not a pointer? No, tell me. If you go back to Labour Party, you will start afresh again. Tell me. This thing that they did in Labour Party, I've told him, is a trap. Oh. You see this thing that INEC don't remember to do now, it is a trap. They have discovered that Obi is heading for ADC. They now want to woo him back by shutting down Abure. Because the problem Obi had all along is Abure. He cannot work with an illegal chairman. Now that INEC has done the needful, they are now telling Obi, the road coast is clear. Immediately he now come, enter Labour Party. Will he go back to ADC again? You can see now. That means he will run under Labour Party. Atiku will run under ADC. Tinubu will run under APC. Can't you see 2023 looming? Esther, can't you see it looming because of indecision? Esther, indecision. But when I'm saying it here, my people do not understand. Indecision. You can see it looming. So anything that they are planning now, it will not go beyond coming together. But where are they coming together now? Where? You saw what they were telling Obi, come back to PDP. All of a sudden, they said they have a better person. Just like that. Making the man not to take decision. Making him not to take decision. Atiku have taken a stand. He resigned from PDP and entered ADC. Since that time, did you hear anybody talking about Atiku? Is Obi, come to PDP, come to Labour Party, run alone. Obi, come to, Why? Because of indecision. And you are telling me that's the proper thing. Meanwhile, these other people are consolidating. They are consolidating. By now, we ought to know the direction. In fact, the campaign would have even taken up by now. We know where we are going. That is the issue here. So anybody deceiving people, be shame on you. Shame on you, because I see it as deceit. They are not sincere. Most of these people are not even obedient. Esther, are you aware? They are not obedient. They are sponsored people, confusing people. And I'm telling him now, as a brother who meant well for him, yet nobody want to listen. They say I'm talking. Am I talking to be in a bad light or in a good light? Esther, can you see? Peter, look at Esther. Do you know that this thing that by or no accused Peter Obi of that he's lying, this and that, kiniko. If I were his spoken, I will now go to his own principal, Tinubu, and bring out all the lies he have told Nigerians. Esther, I said I won't spare him. All the lies he have told us from his childhood, I will bring it out. I said now, Bayo, compare these lies your principal told and the little things you accuse of Peter Obi of. Which one is greater? As a president, which one is greater lie here? My dear, it pains me so much that nobody is talking for Peter Obi. It pains me. What are you telling me? With propaganda, this president will not even try to contest again.
Are you trying to say Peter Obi has a lot of people?
Who are they? No, why seriously.
Are
they not talking? Why are they not talking?
If the obedience were not behind him, he would have been buried. Literally been
buried. No.
The obedience are steadfast and supported.
What are they doing?
What I am trying to say, Pastor, you may not know. They're setting up wards across the 36 local government, across the 36 states. For example, they just unveiled the wards in Kano. They are working from the grassroots. They are creating awareness.
Okay.
The fact that a lot of things are not out there does not mean that they are not working.
Okay, we'll see. 2027 is here. We'll see.
All right.
If they don't change their tactics, if they don't change, Esther, my fears are still there. Okay. If they don't change their tactics, like what I've just mentioned here now, let somebody come and contradict it. Those who are running their mouth anyhow.
All right. So we're going to take a couple of calls. Please, when you call, just a minute so we can accommodate as many calls as possible. Okay. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Hello. Good evening.
Welcome, sir. How are you?
Fine. Good evening, Barrister Darlington.
Good evening, my brother.
I just want to be straight to the point. First and foremost, Barrister Darlington, please, do it for now. It's a man who politician. He knows his strategy. And also, this president thing, we know the plans we have as obedient. Everybody must not come to air and begin to talk like Bayo and all of them. Whatever is happening, people are already planning their own strategy towards disengaging this system called APC from government. Obi is not a daft person. It's not somebody that is not literate enough. It's not somebody that is not wise. He has his own plan, please. The way you are talking about him, for me, I still look like you are demarcating him. I'm Martins from Agbo. Please, leave him for now. Okay. We are watching. We know what is going on. And we are hearing. We are also not daft about what Tinubu is doing and all his wrong, administrative strategies.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
Good evening.
Hi, you're playing Hey Baby, Hey Baby.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening.
This is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Okuku.
All right, Emmanuel, welcome.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Okay, if you can hear me, let me continue. Greet the analyst in the house. I just want the analyst to understand that from the inception, we have been listening to the view of Barrister Darlington. And I remember one day that Esther specifically asked about Barrister's opinion on Peter Obi. And he said that it is better for Peter Obi to just be a little bit silent so that he can make, he can, others can be, how do I put it, like can put them in a state of suspense so that they will not know his decision. Okay. But now today that you ask the same question, it was like it is too late for Peter Obi, that we should have made his opinion known to people. So let me tell you this for free. I'm not trying to be biased or anything. You see, the current president we are having is somebody that is very, very strategic and calculative. And Mr. Peter Obi, too, at the time, should try this to decisiveness and
Your
courage
network
to be
is
able
bad.
to know his stand. You cannot try to hide yourself when you are still liberty.
Hello.
You don't
You're breaking, like seriously breaking.
Yeah,
Please
the
call
thing-
back.
the line is
Hello,
bad.
how are you?
It's bad.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. How are you?
Fine, greetings to Barrister Darling.
Well done.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
There is this question by Darlington and asked, and not till now, no one has answered the question. Who brought this idea of North and South to us, please? That if a president from South is on seat and we are dying of hunger, just because it's the son of the South, the president should remain in the South. Who brought that idea to Nigeria? There is nowhere said in the constitution that it's the son of South or the son of the North. Please, if Tinubu is not okay, come 2027, they should just take him out of office so that we look for somebody from another region. This thing of North and South, we don't want to hear that, please. That's very, very bad.
Abi?
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yes,
you.
since
Short
they
and
refuse
simple.
the rotational
Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello?
Hello, Esther, can you hear me?
Yes, good evening, sir. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, Esther. This is C2 calling for Faith and Sarah.
All right,
See
C2.
you. How are you?
Right, Esther, I have to appreciate you for the good job that you are doing.
Thank you.
And I agree with Darlington.
See
Okay.
you. Where are
Esther.
you been?
Sir?
I want Barrister Darlington to answer me this question.
Okay.
He said Obi should have been going to the north to be just like Tinubu are sending delegates. And Obi should have sent some elders in the Igbo land to go to the north and start consulting them. Did Obi did all these things to 2023 or not? And who are the elders you have now in the southeast? I want you to name one elder in the southeast apart from Peter Obi. Name one elder that you have now in the southeast. You name one. You that is calling Obi all the time in this social. Name one elder you have in the southeast. If not criminals you have in the southeast, name one elder.
Shut this man down.
And the people you are saying that they defect from the Labour Party made them and they defect to another party. What do you want Obi to do? To go and hang them? That they won election to the Labour Party and they refuse to do their what the people elected them and they defected. Do you want Obi to go there and start flogging them? But Mr. Darlington, be careful the way you talk about Obi sometimes. Be careful. Be careful the way you talk about Obi. You people have fellows. You have fellows.
Don't shout.
Chester, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, but don't shout at anyone,
it's
please.
Good, it's good he's saying it so that at the end of the day, we will not know who is right and who is wrong. It didn't start today. Esther, please, you see what that man said? I remember when Nnamdi Kanu came to court. You please start that thing and play it out. Nnamdi Kanu abused everybody in the southeast. He called them names. Oh, who is that idiot that will talk when I'm talking in the southeast? Yeah, you remember that time?
Okay.
Esther, I came out and I countered him. I told him never to say that again. Esther, the following court session, Nnamdi Kanu came and apologized to everybody. This is on record. Hold on. I am coming.
He said something salient. Who is the elder in the southeast?
Oh, please, hold on.
You don't want to respond to that?
I am coming. After that, Nnamdi Kanu apologized to everybody. It's on record. Go and check our YouTube.
Okay.
It happened.
Okay.
Then after that, what happened? This case now took off.
Which case?
This is Nnamdi Kanu case now. That was when they started the trial proper. They brought Tomoto show. Binta Nyako have been now. I am telling you
that was
after that incident. Even the judge had to. It said something when the trial started. That is what happened when you approach a matter with wisdom. Hold on. We don't have elders in the southeast again.
Barrister, which elder now? Let's talk. Which is it? The ones that kept quiet in the insecurity in the southeast? Is it David Umahi that is saying that the southeast should support President Tinubu to have a futuristic presidency? Is it the faction of Ahaneze Indigo that is telling Peter Obi and the Isuguzoro faction not to contest? That it will put Indigo in problem. It will put them in isolation. It will injure their prospect. Which of the elders? Mbata has not been talking. He has been so quiet. There have been a lot of issues. Barrister, let's not. I have my sentiments in regards to that. Let's not even go there.
Listen, Esther.
Barrister, let's take calls.
Hold on. Hold on. No, you don't.
You will get back to it when you want to respond, please. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
And my brother Darlington. Good evening to you all.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Mm-hmm. My name is Tony. I'm calling you from Ijagamo.
All right, Tony, please go ahead.
Okay.
I want to quote Darlington right. In the case of Anambra Okachuku, so what is happening there is that he hails from the same zone with Soludo.
Yes.
So he is saying that if they are to go by that agreement, so since Soludo is serving the first term, anybody that is elected from the same side with Soludo will serve only one term, and that will be enough.
Exactly.
So that is exactly what is happening also to Nigeria.
Exactly.
Since Tinubu is from the south, so anybody, we know that he is not doing well. So for him to be removed, let us go by that gentleman's agreement. It means that the person that is to replace him will also come from the same south.
Okay.
That's exactly why Obi is being projected as people's aspirant.
Okay.
So that is what is there. So
Okay.
I don't think it is wrong. This north and south dichotomy, if it works well, even though it's not in our constitution, so well and good.
Okay.
So
It is not working.
yes, so since this person that is at the helm of affairs today is not doing well, let somebody from the same south replace him. And Obi has assured people that the fear is that he may renege from that promise. That he is reassuring that he will serve just one single term, which is right.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad about that.
Okay.
So please, I am pleading with Darlington. So you know that Esther is your host. So please mellow down. Stop this aggression. We are not quarreling. You are people's analysts, so
No,
please
we're not
calm down.
quarreling. No,
Calm
we're not
down. Yes,
quarreling.
I am appealing to him to calm down,
No,
please.
Okay,
no,
thank
we
you.
are not.
We're not quarreling, no.
Thank God
We
he said what he said.
we're not
Esther,
quarreling.
No, Esther.
Hello?
who is Tinubu? I mean, Obi supposed to go and make this appeal. Is it not the North? Is it not the North that he's supposed to go and give this assurance that he mentioned now?
You are giving this not too much relevance, so I'm not like to. Yes, now.
Okay, Tinubu is not giving them. Yes, you can see you now. You're even joined
Hello,
them.
good evening.
You haven't joined them.
I'm just wondering.
Good evening, Esther Nwachukwu.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your
You
name?
can see now.
Yeah, that is coming from Nigeria.
Batex, welcome.
Yeah, Barrister Darlington, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, Barrister Darlington. Don't disturb yourself much because you have told Nigerians a lot, but they don't want to listen to you. See,
Wow.
these people, they have planned all the whole game. If Obi run alone, Obi will win the election, but they are not going to give him.
He may not even win.
Let Obi work with Atiku to be in a corridor of power. I'm telling you the truth, but if you are telling Nigerians they don't want to hear, Pastor Darlington, don't bother yourself anymore. You have spoken, and at the end of the day, what you said is going to come to pass. Nigerians, I don't know what is wrong with them. Obi should run alone. They are dragging Obi, come to PDP, come to Labour Party. They are plotted a queue over that to those two parties. Obi cannot run that place and win successfully. He cannot. Let Obi work with Atiku. Let us remove this power from these people. This people is going to sink cost by 2027 if they collect this power again. Please, Nigerians, listen. I don't know what is wrong. Why Obi won this election 2023? Did they give to Obi? The answer is no. Where is obedient people? Why can't they come and protest?
Thank you very much.
Why can't they come and protest? All of them, they just enter in.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Hello, good evening.
Alexa, good evening.
Welcome, sir. How are you?
I'm all right. This is Ejuopo,
Okay.
calling from a Sour Kingdom.
All right, sir. Go ahead. How is the Solo Kingdom today?
Okay. Just finished this morning.
All right. Yeah, it is. It is actually. Go ahead.
Let me just put one or two things there. See, all this Obi run, if Obi run alone, Obi will fail woefully. And from Anambra State, Obi is my brother. I know him very well for key. But if he runs with that, the chances of them getting winning is 99%.
Yeah, exactly.
if he Obi run election on his own, he will win. But what happened in 2-3 will happen again. And nothing will happen. Nigerians will not fight. And so what is saying that the other person that called for the he will not do anything.
I wonder.
And please, protect your guys. Not somebody just calling anyhow.
And they are insulting me anyhow.
Hello, good evening.
I don't get
Hello?
it.
Good evening, how are you?
Hello, good
Turn
evening.
down the volume of your radio, please. What's your name?
Hello, good evening.
I can hear you very well, sir. Turn down
My
the
name is
volume of your radio.
my name is Elvis.
Elvis,
My
how are
name
you?
is Elvis. Please.
Where are you calling from, Elvis?
Yes, I'm calling from Igondo.
All right, Elvis, please go
Please
ahead.
tell Barrister Darlington to calm down. You see, P2B is not a daft.
Okay.
He know what he's doing. You understand? In as much I hold Barrister Darlington at the high esteem, he should calm down. Obi knows what he's doing. Many people are calling him here and there. The man know what he's doing, and at times silence is powerful. You understand? He has a way of doing things, and people is behind him. He's saying that people are saying if he win election, they will not give him. Let him win first. Let's see. With the way things is going on, everybody is complaining of hard time. Things are hard everywhere. Let me see how we win, and Nigeria will keep quiet. This is 2027 is not 2027 is not going to be like 2023. But please let him leave P2B alone. The way he's talking, we feel like he's demarcating P2B. You understand? Leave the man know what he's doing. He has something upstairs. It's not a doubt.
Thank you very much for calling. But there is something to also note. Atiku has not come out to declare his intention to run. That's the important thing to note. He has not said anything. He just joined the ADC, but he has not disclosed to us what his intention is. He could just be like El-Rufai, who wants the two people who have come out to declare their intention is Amaechi and Peter Obi. So what if all of this is a literal, way of confusing the APC because they have been talking back and forth, all right? For Peter Obi, El-Rufai, Atiku, as well as Amaechi. Like there have been 3 different press statements against the ADC in one day. The APC reacted, Keyamo reacted, Bayonanuga reacted. 3 of them at the same time when there are pressing national issues that they ought to have addressed. All right? Hello, good evening. How are you? Welcome.
Hello, good evening.
How are you? Turn down the volume of your radio.
Hello, good evening. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Thank God. This is my first time caller.
Yay!
Please ring the bell.
The bell is far from me. Okay, I've gotten it now. Welcome. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. I'm calling from Songwater.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
I want to speak to Barrister Darlington.
Okay, go ahead.
Barrister Darlington, you have told Nigerians the truth. The truth is that people cannot go for that election alone. No. Where I voted in Songwater in 2023, Labour Party does not have any agent there. The one they have there, they beat him out. I voted, and I know I cannot defend that vote. I left. They even wanted to beat me up because they noticed that a lot of Igbos come to vote for that election. They are harassing us. In 2027, I will not say that leak. Let me to remove Atiku Abubakar. Go here. Let him agree that Atiku will go 1 term. After 1 term, let it go for 8 years. But if people need to go alone, to go with the growth, that risk I will not take it in 2027. That is it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for calling. 080-3692-9933 or 0817-1756-338. That's where you send your messages to. Hello, welcome. How are you? Hello? Hello? Your network is very poor. Please kindly call back. Hello, good evening. I've told you to always turn off your radio when you call. It's very important that you adhere to instructions. Go ahead. What's your name?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. What's your name?
This is Martin from Agor Palaswell.
All right, Martins, please go ahead.
Yeah, please, I want to advise for every listener. 2003 election was not only Obi was not the only contestant in presidency. Atiku was also there. Exactly. And when the election was rigged, Atiku did not do anything.
Eh?
Yeah, when he was rigged, he didn't do anything.
With the whole defense, the whole whatever, with the results, and he went to court now.
Peter went to court.
What did he achieve with it? The
He
same
brought out
thing.
something that really made the president
The
quite
same
shaken
thing.
that time.
The same thing. Obi went to court. So there is no difference between him and Obi. He didn't pull down the heavens. So Obi also is strategizing. He has been meeting the North through his donatory system of, touching the lives of people at the grassroots. People also are campaigning for him. You knew about the rally they wanted to hold for him on his birthday in the North. These are campaign strategies. And finally, please, because of time, what stops Atiku from backing Obi? Since it is the turn of the South for now, and Obi have vowed that he will do only one time. What stops Atiku from backing him?
All right. Thank
Why
you very
would somebody
much.
be, calling Atiku?
Thank you very much. Time exhausted. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello. Hello.
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Well, this is Emeka from Ogun State.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, what I want to ask, has Obi asked Nigerians for opinion? Is he asking for Nigeria opinion where to be or where not to be? Because we are creating own ourselves by following. I see the way people talking to balancing that lesson. Now, I want to say, let those that asking Obi to go forward, go forward. If Obi go forward, if we have there's a INEC that work very well, there is nothing to worry about. Obi will surely win the case.
All right.
Win the election.
Okay.
Now, one thing I want to let our Igbo people to know, this Nigeria has corrupted the extent that anybody that will enter there will bring a lot of people down. And when the person,
hello,
it will surely cause a problem that Igbos are killing Hausa or Yorubas, because so many people must really go down because of the corruption and everything.
Okay.
And many killing will go to get a better Nigeria. And because of that, Igbos, this may cause a war between either Igbos, Hausa, or Yoruba. So even Bible say that God used the evil one to destroy the wicked.
What kind of many killings
so
are you
let
referring
Obi hide himself a little. Either within Atiku or step back, let Atiku go there. If they support Atiku,
I cannot understand this narrative. Barrister Darlington, what killing is he referring to?
The man is saying that if force is applied,
what force?
Like the obedient are forcing Obi, go and do it and all that, that it may cause problem.
Why?
Because it has happened before.
Where?
And it is going to happen again. That the man said he should go and work with Atiku.
He said he should go and hide himself. That's what he said.
Hide himself.
Yeah, he should go and hide himself.
Or work with Obi, or work with Atiku.
But in what way would they blame? What killings? I don't understand. Are you not there to provide security for the people? Would you allow killings to take place? Because I don't understand.
Esther, do you know one of the reasons why at times it look as if one is very personal or something? It's because most of the people advising Obi, they are not facing reality. They just talk off air.
Hello.
When you know the truth.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. How
good
are you?
Ma. I'm very fine.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, yes, ma. What I want to say is that.
What's your name?
Sunday.
Okay, Mr. Sunday, go ahead.
Yeah. This Mr. Darlington, good evening, sir.
Good evening,
Mr. Darlington, please, I don't know whether if you can have chance to meet Peter one-on-one and discuss with him to know where he's going and what he will do concerning the winning of the election. He said that he will definitely know what is in mind. No. Because the way I say it's like they are giving the opposition power to do something, Because of they will think that Obi will not do anything after he win.
are you?
But I would like him to join Atiku,
You guys. Okay, thank you very much for calling. You guys are coffee. I don't understand your train. The last caller talked about killing, hide. What are you people saying? Hello, how are you?
Good evening, Mr. Good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
See, this person that called before this last guy that saying he should go and hide himself. That guy should go and hide his own self. What kind of comment is that? I know you are really accommodating a lot of people. There are some people you need to call them off for nonsense they are saying. But they say nonsense. How can you say we cause war? This one we are in now. Are we not fighting the war? The war of hunger and war of people is insecurity. Do you know what? What is this saying there?
We are already in this.
That's by the way, Mr. Directly, I know you've tried your best. You've been saying what you have. Like other people say, they should give Obi. Obi is not a pikin, he's not a boy. And he's not joining the politics for the first time. Let him do his wish. Because I still believe, like that man said, Obi and Atiku did 2019. They used Buhari to rob them. They did the same 2023. It was even Obi, and Atiku later stepped down. Some people will now have him that he went to Dubai. He later stepped down. Obi was the one that did to the end, to know the outcome of it. Even what's his name? This man that the EFCC or whatever they arrest took to Ondo then. I've forgotten his name. He was even saying it on his comment that Obi won that election. But let's just leave that one aside. Leave Obi to do his own thing. Obi is not a small pikin.
Right,
he knows what he's doing. That's what I want to say. And another thing, Esther, please.
1 minute does expire. Sorry. Let me take some messages on YouTube. Quite a lot of them. All right, but any person repeating, I would just jump over you. One day, good evening. Thank you so much. Obed Oji says, you guys, your calls are interrupting. Obed Oji says, my grouse is Atiku Abubakar gearing up for 2027. He has not said anything. No, Atiku has not said anything, you guys. When is the turn of the South? Going by the gentleman agreement. Edosa Orobosa says, Esther, good evening, ma, and all the PFM fans everywhere. And that only God Almighty will help us for this one. Oh, all right, thank you very much. Blue Ventures, Esther, thank you so much, Blue Ventures. Snow Chicken, Barrister Darlington, my person. I love your analysis. All right, Onyinye says, good evening, all. Pastor Offering and Tithe, thank you so much. Tracy Jacobin, Esther, why don't you compare the Ghanaian airports? Ochi Gerald Onyebuchi, Esther, why are you always giving Barrister Darlington a headache? Barrister Darlington, am I giving you a headache?
In fact, you are giving me high blood pressure. Not all. Please tell her. Yes.
Oh my God. Kenny says Lagos airport's now bus stop. It doesn't connect to any flight outside Nigeria.
Oh my God.
Kenny, you are para, you know. Okay, Samuel Obe, good evening, VIP. Good evening to you. Lawson Amadi, Nigerian is just a what? Big for nothing contraption. Wahoo. Also being one after the renovation, KMO will go and buy another house in USA. Chai, you guys.
If you have not bought already.
You guys. Bayo Fabi, what concerns Barrister Darlington with the airport? He's not planning to travel out of the country now.
Did you know?
Emmanuel, Conference Center renovation 39 billion instead education and hospitals. Ken E. Bam at Ozo. Abidin Adeyemo. To become president of Nigeria, you're likely to face tough negotiations and need to make some difficult trade-offs. Wow, for the first time, Abidin is not throwing shades.
No,
and,
he has agreed with me.
I think he agrees with you. Yeah. Emmanuel Solodom was Emmanuel Solodom was referring to Peter Obi, Mr. Darlington.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Abidin says Peter is confused. Okay, Barrister Darlington, please, when it comes to Peter Obi, you don't understand anything. This is from Tracy. One day, Barrister Darlington, how can you say Mr. Soludo is not referring to Mr. Obi? Did Mr. Peter Obi not say he'll be running for one term? Did Mr. Soludo not say any politician? Jeff says, work with Soludo for what? Okay. Liarheart, silence is golden. What was Peter Obi's base in 2023? Oza Tessie, which Soludo? Barrister Darlington, please stop. Soludo dislikes Obi and always demarcating him. All right. There's messages on YouTube. This person says, Esther, Biko, go. When then are you attacking Obi for wanting to contest for one term? Tracy Jacobin, Barrister Darlington. Abidin Adeyemo, Atiku has been supporting the ADC financially and he has defected to ADC. Obi is neither here nor there. Wise warrior, please let Darlington only speak on. Okay, I'm not going to read that out. Emmanuel, okay. Wise warrior. One day, I think Barrister that. Okay. All right, you guys.
Esther, say it now.
Ifeanyi Chukwu says Peter Obi is desperate and wants to be zoo president. Which zoo? There is no zoo. And Samuel Fester says, please let Atiku support Peter Obi. Robert, if Jonathan runs for president in 2027, he will put an end to any politician that contests that year. He will win all of them hands down. Yeah, some people are actually negotiating for Jonathan to come back. They say they think he's a surest bet. Abidin again. Abidin, well done. Oh, I've seen all your messages. Okay, so good evening, Esther. Look, Esther, let me tell you something. Obi is not prepared for the election. Mr. Darlington is taking a stance. Thank you, Momo Ayodele. Okay, Momo, well done. Good evening, Esther. Before now, Atiku and Obi, let's talk Obi. Talk less and make haste to join ADC. Let him be vice to Atiku. If Obi and Igbos want to become president in Nigeria, that is a fact. But there must be solid agreement. Thanks, Gideon. Gideon, are you okay? Let me not conclude. Ola from Ikeja says he loves Darlington's analysis. Darlington, some people will love your analysis. So, Good evening, Esther. President Darlington wants a mature man like Obi to tell him his plans or accept his own by force. Darlington is making it look like Obi is stupid. IK from Ikotu. Good evening, Esther. Before now, Atiku and Obi. Okay, I think I've read this. Good evening, Esther. Good evening to you too. Welcome. Good evening, Esther and Oga Darlington. In a sane country, removal of subsidy, borrowing money or taxing the people is used for development. But here, the government borrows to live their luxury lifestyle, wasteful and unnecessary traveling. Imagine spending 712 billion for renovations of existing airport. Remember, 21 billion naira for VP's lounge, 39 billion naira for conference center in Abuja, billions on jets, 150 million naira SUVs for senators. Okay, this is from Lakon from Lagos. Welcome, well done, Lakon. Good evening, the courageous woman. Mommy, evidence from 7 and 8. I beg Peter Obi coming out for president is not the issue here. The question is that after the election and he won, will they hand over to him? Okay. Good evening, everyone. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you too. Esther, well done. My brother, President, your observations about Mr. Obi, are you telling us that he is not mature to rule Nigeria? He cannot decide, he has no recognition of his elders, or he's a confused candidate, or he's not capable of carrying people along? His capacity is limited to state level. President, don't you know that other regions are supposed to learn from us on how to play politics, how to trade, how to respect elders, how to brag, and how to be wise? Please let's know that corruption is all over the nation. We must end it together. Thanks. You didn't tell us your name. You didn't tell us your name, please. Next time, tell us your name, okay? Rachel from Oshodi. Good evening, Esther. Barris, I greet you and thank you for your contribution so far. Like what some people have said, Obi should run alone. And if he runs alone, the Northerners will not give him the power. The North has tasted the power through late President Buhari, and it's not easy to give it to anybody. Esther, take it from me. If Obi wins and he wasn't given the power, will Obi supporters come out? Of recent, election was conducted on local government level. The APC people put fear by going out armed. Who dares come out to vote against them? Barrister, don't stress yourself. Obio, Atiku, Tinubu, all are just after their selfish desire. All right, thank you very much. Okay, all right, thank you so much for that. I cautioned. Very good. Good evening. Okay, I think I've read this one. Good evening, Esther. If Obi runs alone and wins 2027 presidential election, they will not give him. But if he deputizes Atiku, they will win. They will give them. How possible? What happened in 2019 and 2023? Okay, correct from Bariga. All right. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Esther, my messages represents my opinion on this program. Barrister Darlington talked about public opinion today. Why did you choose to disenfranchise my opinion by not reading my messages, even though when they were not derogatory? I will keep highlighting the message until it is looked into. See how you even defended people that are benefiting. Please look into my messages.
What did you not say?
I don't know. He said the man did not say Obi should hide himself. He said Obi should hide a little, please. All right, well done. Thank you very much. What other message did you send that I did not read? Oh? Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Uncle Darlington, please, I'm appealing to you to stop debating in this coalition. It's becoming something else. Whenever Esther comes up with this, just answer her, okay? Because people are not reasoning well.
You don't reach like that. Esther, you said another reason well. You and your people, you see what I'm telling you?
Hey.
This is another reason well.
Andy from Surrey, if you are listening, Andy, you are comical. You are very funny. You are a funny human being.
I thought you would give it to him back.
No, he's funny. No, he's funny. That's funny. He said he didn't ask a question, just answer.
Have you? So that there will be peace in Rome. Oh my God.
Olamide from Barrister, please just relax. As some people said that you should watch what happens later towards the election. That is how all of us, including those attacking you, will watch till 2 a.m. of the dawn. INEC will announce the return of Tinubu in 2027. Shebi, we don't want to have sense, Abi. They think it's USA electoral umpire that will conduct the election until we face reality.
Oh my God.
That is literally what he wrote.
Yes, now.
Wahala.
Yes, it has happened before.
Good evening, Sister Esther. Please, you people have laid so much emphasis. Okay, all right. All right. Okay, fine. We have actually done that. Good evening, Esther. Tinubu has brought so much hate into our polity. The way Labour Party won in 2023 in Lagos, the boys will do harm. Oh, we need to take back our country. Okay, we don't need to be overly emotional. What will happen is what will happen. All that is happening on this show is educated analysis. It's either you take it or you leave it. Good evening, great people. Olu from Egbeda. Oga Paul, Esther, good evening to you. Bashidality has said it all. Please, Obi should merge with Atiku in order to win. Thanks a lot. Oga Paul from Sari Gomu. Okay, Esther, good evening. I want to ask, can Atiku do it alone? He should go ahead and do it. Leave Obi alone. From Gift Ajao. All right, quite a lot of Obi cannot work alone, but with a northern vice president, he must win the election. Darlington, please stop underrating his capabilities. This time, the obedient are ready to support Obi in whatever manner. They have learned from a lot of loopholes in the 2023 elections. Ken from Lagos. All right. Good evening, Esther. My name is Wisdom from Shomolu. Please try and correct Barrister Darlington that Igbos don't have elders. How many of the elders have cautioned Otto Eze or Governor Soludo for attacking their own brother, Peter Obi? How elders are attacking Atiku, telling Atiku to step down? We Igbos are the problem of ourselves. Please tell Barrister Darlington, please don't always think you are right. If they talk against you, you flare up. But if they praise you, you'll be happy. Try and balance your analysis.
How did I flare up?
It's your turn now. You know me to add my own turn. They say me, I'm not protecting. Because of rotational presidency in force, Obi would be betraying the South to join forces with Atiku as a deputy, and they will fail. Jude from Otta. Esther, Obi can run alone if and only if he gets the support of the North. Else he will fail. Atiku cannot win elections because people are tired of him. Who says that Atiku is a messiah? He should mobilize northern support from Obi Ugochukwu. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk investment. How are you, Victor?
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening to you. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, my name is Victor from Kudos Homes Limited, and I'm here to bring the importance of investing in properties, because this time around, there's inflation everywhere, things are going high. And just think about it. If you have a property investment and all these things are happening, it simply means that your property will be appreciating. So that is why we are telling everyone out there, it's time for you to own a property in Lagos, in Enugu, and also in Delta State. So let me quickly call the locations where we have our properties here in Lagos. So we have in Agbowa Ikorodu, and the name of the estate in Agbowa Ikorodu is called Kudos City. Kudos City Agbowa Ikorodu is currently selling for 1.5 million naira per plot. You can start with an initial deposit of 500,000. Then you can spread the remaining payment for 3 months. We have 3-month instrumental payment, we have 6 months, and we also have 1 year. So you can start with 500,000 and spread the remaining payments. That is for Kudos City Agbowa Ikorodu. We also have in Omuketu Ekpe. Ekpe is one of the fast rising city here in Lagos State. And then we have Kudos Heritage sitting in the heart of Omuketu Ekpe. And Kudos Heritage is currently selling for just 1.5 million naira. That is our instant allocation promo. So what it means is that when you get Kudos Heritage at 1.5 million naira, you get your allocation instantly. And also note that the actual price for Kudos Heritage is 2.5 million, but because of this instant allocation promo, that is why we are selling it for just 1.5 million naira per plot. We also have Kudos Height. Kudos Height is also located in Omuketu Ekpe, and Kudos Height is selling for 4.5 million naira per plot. Now, all of these estates that I've mentioned, they are perfectly dry land, they are table land, and they are free from any form of government disturbance and also free from any form of omonile wahala. So when you buy and you are located, you can start building your property immediately on any of these estates. Now, the phone number to call is 0905 904 7514. 0905 904 7514. Now in Delta State, we have Kudos Heights. We also have another Kudos Heights in Delta State, and it's located in Ibuzo main town in Delta State, along St. Thomas College Road in Ibuzo. And Kudos Heights is selling for 1.5 million naira per plot. With 1.5 million naira, you get a plot of land in Kudos Heights, Ibuzo. We also have the Fairview Estate Phase 2. Now, the Fairview Estate Phase 2 is also located in Ibuzo along the Admiralty Drive, and the Fairview Estate Phase 2 is selling for 2.5 million naira per plot. So with 2.5 million naira, you get a plot of land in Fairview Estate Phase 2. And we also have Kudos Court. Kudos Court is also located in Ibuzo, and Kudos Court is selling for 4.5 million naira per plot. Now you'll be asking, why are all these estates located in Ibuzo? Ibuzo is one of the fast rising city in Delta State, and it's very close. All of these estates are very close to the Asaba International Airport, and they are also close to the first and second Niger Bridge. So if you are looking for a good place to have a property in Delta State, any of these estates, they are very, very okay for you. And the phone number again is 0905 904 7514. Let me call it again: 0905 904 7514. Now the good thing is that we go for inspection every Thursdays and Saturday, because we want you to see this property, then you make your decision to invest in them. So if you want to join us for inspection, you can join us on Thursdays, and you can also join us on Saturdays here in Lagos. Then in Delta State, we go for inspection almost every day. The only day that we don't go is on Sunday. We go from Mondays to Saturday, so you can come visit our location so that you know what the property looks like. And our office address here in Lagos State is at number 171 Egbeda Idimu Road, Abule Udu bus stop, Egbeda, Lagos. 171 Egbeda Idimu Road, Abule Udu bus stop, Egbeda, Lagos. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and our social media handle is at Kudos Homes Limited. And our phone number once again is 0905 904 7514. 0905 904 7514. Invest in real estate and reap big in your future to come. Thank you very much.
Amazing one. See ad. Well done, Victor. Thank you for coming around. All right. We do have a lot of calls still coming on, but I would take some SMSs because they have been sending the messages, and then we need to wrap up. Pastor Darlington will give us his final take, all right, on what we'll be talking about this evening, or rather on what we have spoken about this evening. So let me just take some SMSs. Somebody says, by God's grace, we'll win 2027 election, inshallah. Somebody says also, do not protest, okay? Endure these things for just a month. Stop all bang. This one advert. Auntie Esther, them use Nigeria as a drink, Gary, no sugar. Okay. Dele from Isolo says, he's Obasanjo that finished Atiku's presidential ambition in his published book, My Watch, where he stated that Atiku is unwise vice and was trying to remove him, Obasanjo, from office by inviting Maraba Alfals to Aso to offer deadly prayers. Okay. Okay. I think this is a different message. This person says, by God's grace, Atiku will win 2027 election. Inshallah. Well, all right, no problem. Everyone is entitled to what they respect. A lot of messages here, but I will take a few on WhatsApp because a lot of them sent messages like way on. Good evening, Esther Wachuku. My name is Chukwudi from Kirikiri town. Barrister Darlington should understand that Peter Obi is not a poor Nigerian. If there is something he should do and hasn't done, let's help him do it. He might not play politics the way other politicians play, but let's all allow that a win for Peter Obi is a win for over 200 million Nigerians, including Barrister in the studio. So stop blaming him and start using his voice and platform to stop blaming him and use his voice. All right, thank you, Esther. Thank you. Good evening, Esther. My name is Simeon Ochuba. My question to Barrister Darlington and Atiku is, why can't can't Atiku back or support Peter Obi for just this remaining 4 years that he belongs to, South, so that he can pick the shot in 2031? My second question is, what if Tinubu wins 27 elections as a result of Atiku's ego? Can't Atiku stay for the 4 years of Tinubu's second tenure for him to contest the 2031? Thirdly, Obi shouldn't by mistake or intentional enter PDP, even with consensus tickets, because a big pit is being dug for him to end his political career by 2027. Esther, good evening. Greetings to you, Barrister Darlington. On this thing, Barrister Darlington said, I agree with him. Obi seems to not have a spokesperson, and it's not very good at all. He shouldn't be relying everything on him, replying everything by himself. He needs a spokesperson. Again, he should have gathered elders of the Eastern extraction and tell them to go and prevail on Atiku and the elders of the North. But then, Barrister, you are in a very good position to reach out to Mr. Obi and advise him on certain issues. Kindly do that. Gabriel from Ikorodu. Barrister Darlington, do you have a one-way ticket that I don't have to Peter Obi? Okay.
Even if I have, I won't give you. I will give you.
All right, good evening, House. Please, Ogagumwa, you are really trying. Please try to be careful, okay? Because you are confusing and contradicting issues. This morning with Tohansom and Adigbo, you criticized Soludo of incompetence, how he failed in CBN. If not, Sanisu that came for rescue mission. This evening, the same Soludo you condemned in the morning, you are now recommending Peter Obi to go and learn from. Please, sir, stop confusing me with apology. Barrister Darlington, what's your final take?
In fact, you see, it is people. Look, Esther.
Come closer to the mic. Barrister, you don't confuse me to this evening.
Oh, no,
if you watch this YouTube later, you go say my face. We are just a think.
Because you refuse to listen now. Thank God somebody from Ijegomo came to rescue me.
Somebody.
Yes, now.
From where? Rescue you from what?
From what you don't understand. Okay. He was the one that said so. You didn't hear what that man said. I mean, this is very clear. You know, it's very clear. I don't know why people are. You know, when you have a mindset.
Okay, but Barrister, why are Nigerians looking forward to the 2027 elections? Who says things cannot get better between now and 2027?
Look, it is better for you to prepare. It's like a student who want to take WAEC exam. Won't you prepare? If you didn't prepare, will you get a very good outcome? The unfortunate thing is that I have not seen anybody among them who gave something that is more solid, something that is very, very, very perfect, that will help you to be in this tragedy. They are only telling him, don't run alone, don't run with Atiku, run alone, don't run with Atiku, run alone. Is that not what you have been hearing, Esther? Is that an advice? Meanwhile, they agree that he cannot do it alone. No, they agree. Esther, can you just imagine? They agree that Obi cannot do it. Then what are you telling him exactly? The man would have called from Sierra Leone. I'm very, very surprised. Each time that young man called, he will be talking very, very violently. He traveled home recently. He spent 3 months in the southeast. Nobody heard his voice. So I thought he traveled to go and drive away all the terrorists and Fulani killer herdsmen there. I didn't hear his voice until he came back. He did not even call us here. He didn't talk. You can see what I'm talking about, Esther. With all this violent disposition, they will push people into a violent attitude. And when the thing now boomerang, all of them will go and hide under their bed. You can see, every time, are you talking to Fulani here? Are there water? Who told you that? Do I look like a coward, Esther? And I'm coming here. I'm coming here. What I'm saying that this talking without thinking, it must stop. Let us be rational about this and say that we don't have elders in Igbo land. What kind of talk is that?
Okay, Barrister, who are the elders that we have in Igbo
all
land?
of a sudden, we don't have elders in
Tell
Igbo land.
us now, who are the elders?
Who brought terrorists into the southeast? Was it the elders?
Now, who are the elders now?
Are you telling
that
me?
He should be
okay,
with?
You want to tell me that if Peter Obi should go to Obi of Onitsha, Igwe, Agbogidi, he will not listen to him, Abi? And Igwe and Achebe will not rally around Igbo elders if you want. You have not consulted him. So what do you want him to do? No, tell me. That man is not a responsible traditional ruler in the southeast. Tell me. I don't like when people just talk anyhow. It pains me so much. That man, tell me he's not a respectable man.
What about Hadeze that seems to be
supporting? Hold on. He can even call, if I call other people. But have you consulted him? The answer is no. When Tinubu wanted to end the problem in the Lagos State House of Assembly, he called BC Akonde, called Shegu Osoba. These are elder statesmen in Yoruba land. They intervened on that matter. True or false, Esther? Tell me I'm lying. No, tell me I'm lying now. Is that not due to elders that went to go and query that matter? whichever way it went,
Well,
and the matter died.
You're an elder. You can actually go and meet them.
Please leave that thing. I pray I will be wrong. In fact, I will even be happy if I'm wrong at the end of the day, so that let it be that I'm the only person that is wrong. I pray. I'm not joking. I will take it.
All right, Barrister.
I pray I will be wrong at the end of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're done. We've taken more than enough time. So please, we sincerely do apologize if we couldn't take your messages or your calls. My name is Esther Wachuku. The analyst of the evening is Barrister Darlington Agumo, and we'll definitely see you tomorrow. ESTIQMEDIA on YouTube. Subscribe and VOP 903 FM across all social media platforms. Good evening and